Okay, here we are on YouTube.
You made it, baby!
Andy, should Donald Trump run as a third-party candidate if he doesn't get the Republican nomination? Okay, good question.
Well, he actually can. You have to start getting on the ballot starting March in states like Texas, so he can't do that. And then write-in candidate, there are 7 or 8 states that don't even allow for that. So if he doesn't win the nomination, there's no
That's right, okay. And if he doesn't win the nomination, what do you think's going to happen? I mean, where are his supporters going to...
I mean, historically, there was a...
They're going to be angry.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in 1824... Andrew Jackson was...
You don't have to tell me about 1824.
Yesterday.
The election was stolen. Look, it's happened historically. We don't, it's not a good thing, but I don't think we're going to be rioting. I mean, that's not good.
No, I think it's great how you guys keep saying, we hope there's no rioting.
Right.
At our rallies, we always say, and the media never reports this, but we always say, no violence. No violence. No. We say no violence.
And by the way,
there's been a few Zig Heils. It's on tape.
No.
Right. Yes.
There's a video of a black police officer.
Great.
You saw
Thank you. Tucson.
Who went to, he said, I just wanted to see what was going on. I went to a Trump rally. The people who were making trouble were the outside agitators, as the Southern
They were trying to provoke.
And then that could very well be true. Okay.
Yep.
But the sucker punch guy, come on, you got to come down on him.
Well,
that was a sucker punch. Okay.
We don't like violence.
Okay, great. Are the revelations of the Panama Papers, by the way, I don't use Panama Papers anymore.
Are you in them? I'm so nervous you're in them. I don't know where you store your money, so I don't know if you're in them.
No. No American so far. Likely to hear any changes in American policy. Boy, Bernie nailed that one. Did you see the tape of him 5 years ago saying, I mean, I don't know if anything's going to change there. People, Panama, there's like 12 other countries that do that. I mean, rich people are always going to find a way.
Are there really revelations? Is it really a revelation that billionaires are hiding money in tiny countries? Is this new?
Well, the president of Iceland stepped down, though, right? I mean,
yes, he did.
The Argentinian guys being looked into. There's heads of state being looked into.
And I think it gives our politicians a little bit more backbone to do things like, stop the inversions that just happened. That was a big victory for the Obama administration this week, that you're not going to have just yet another company say, oh, I'm suddenly not American anymore, but, I'm a completely American company for every reason other than tax purposes.
Right.
I mean, we've got dozens of companies in this country that spend more on lobbying than they do on taxes.
Absolutely.
And that's crazy.
Oh, it is crazy. When giant corporations pay no taxes. Yeah. I mean,
$100 billion. $100 billion they think are being hidden away just from America. Right. Imagine the job training we could do with $100 billion.
And by the way, for those who say, and the argument is always, well, we're going to let the corporations bring the money back and we'll tax it at a one-time rate, and it's always like a sweetheart rate, like 4%. This was done. Bush did it. And the promise was, well, when that money comes back, of course, they're going to create jobs with it. They did nothing of the sort.
No, they held on
They
to
bought
it.
hookers and veal and yachts.
They also held it. They also held it for
Create
themselves.
one friggin' job. Andy, is Trump's plan to get Mexico to pay for the wall? Oh, yes, that came out this week. Is that viable? Now, how would you describe that plan? You could do it better than I could.
Right. So the idea would be...
He has to laugh before he even says it.
No.
I'm all
He's not laughing at that.
I'm not laughing.
No, Andy, you're angry.
Thank you. No. Look. So the way that you can do it is with the trade-in ballots.
He's a happy warrior. Republicans are happy warriors.
We're optimistic people.
Absolutely. That is true.
We believe the best. Okay. So Trump's gonna have Mexico pay for this wall.
Feathering my nest in case Trump wins.
Are you really?
You want to be an ambassador?
No, I just don't want to be sent off to Guantanamo Bay.
We won't audit you.
I mean, Jesus Christ, Trump would fucking disappear me. I mean, this guy wouldn't think twice. He sued me,
I know.
He sued me.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that lawsuit, Andy?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
we talked about that.
I mean, come on. That was pretty dumb.
Yeah, it was like whether or not he was an orangutan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you said he...
I said, as a joke, I offered him $5 million if he could prove that his father was an orangutan.
Right.
And he went into court with his birth certificate.
Right.
As if it was going to say orangutan.
He said, I want my money.
You got to admit, he's a little thin-skinned.
But he got no money. But it's
thin-skinned.
important that First Amendment precedent, which was set by your friend Larry Flint, that Supreme Court case, it is important under the umbrella. That's true. It was Jerry Falwell making the joke about his banging his mother in an outhouse.
Right.
All right. So you have to be able to make these jokes. He's got to take them. And he shouldn't be so litigious. He's like a Scientologist.
Like I'm wheeling Larry Flint around all day. So anyway, what about the plan? The plan to now he's gonna stop the remittances back to Mexico.
Well, you could tax the remittances, or I mean, there are all sorts of things when money moves from one country to another that you could do. You could do a foreign trade deal with Mexico where there's a percentage of goods coming in until the wall's paid for.
But don't you think that if we screw with their economy, it'll make more people come over because their economy is bad? I mean, I know.
Why are we pretending? Why are we still pretending that Donald Trump wants to be president? All right, this is a publicity stunt that went awry.
No.
I'm telling you, 3 in the morning when the Ambien wears off, he's going to go to Andy's
It's very real
room.
for
He's going
him.
to say, Andy, he's going to be like George Costanza. You got to get me out of this. You got to help me, Andy. Please. I think I win. I'm doing everything to get out of it. I've offended everybody.
The process
Andy,
is too painful for him not to be serious about it.
And by the way, I was the one guy who always said he was serious about it.
Oh, yeah. He's
I've
very
never
serious.
been for him, but I always said, this is not a publicity stunt. This guy has an ego as big as All Outdoors. And yeah, like he would hate it when he walked in the room and they play Hail to the Chief. Ooh,
Love it. Love it.
Exactly.
But let me
my
just say,
point.
we're very lucky to be bordered by 2 countries that actually like us and are our friends. So
That's
when
right.
he talks
For
very
now, all
things
cavalierly
considered, yeah.
about
That's right.
alienating Mexico and Canada, we're very
Right.
fortunate.
Right,
Both of our neighbors
exactly.
like us and we like them. Let's not fuck that up, Andy.
Right.
Heather, help me, Heather.
Yeah, Andy.
Andy.
All right.
Remember 1824?
Yeah, 1824, Andy.
1824.
We were just talking about
Yes.
that last night at Larry Flynt's house.
1824,
right.
the only time an election was stolen.
Oh, no.
1824.
He didn't say the only time.
1960.
Right. Well,
2000.
maybe.
No other
yes,
time.
Joe Kennedy.
Joe Kennedy paid for some votes.
Oh, also, didn't, what about the 1876?
What about
Rutherford
2000?
B.
Let's
Hayes.
free try Bush v.
Rutherford B.
Gore. I'll
Hayes.
do it right now. I'm ready. Get David, boys.
All right.
I can name all the I can name every president in order, and not because I memorized it, because I know the history.
Cool.
Last question: will the Pope meeting with Bernie? Yeah, Bernie Sanders is going to meet with the Pope. I noticed none of the other candidates got an invitation from Frank. Okay, will the Pope meeting with Bernie Sanders influence the outcome of our election in any way? No. No, but it's kind of cool. I mean, you know, I think it's kind of cool that the Pope recognized a fellow socialist.
Right. Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
and
They think alike.
They think alike. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We're going to go.